You ever notice how the market exposes your mindset? You keep telling yourself you're going to wait for that setup, right? And one little alert comes through, boom, and you jump in right away. You know you shouldn't be in, but you keep telling yourself you're going to stay disciplined this time. And that moment that goes red, you panic and you are out. That is not trading, y'all. That is a broke mindset. And until you fix that, no indicator in the world is going to save you. My name is Chrissy.
And I'm George.
And welcome to another episode of Married to the Market.
Guys, I'm gonna be real with y'all. A lot of people, they're not losing because they don't know how to trade. They're losing because they're just scared. They're trading scared. It's not that they don't understand options. They're just plainly trading scared. People will reach out to us over and over again. And we were once in that shoes, right?
Absolutely.
Everyone is going to go through that period where they feel like they're missing out. They're chasing FOMO, all that stuff. But you have to realize that if you want to be in the percentage of being a winner, the percentage of you being successful and profitable, then you have to change your mindset completely.
Today is all about mindset. It's not about charts, guys, because if your mindset is broke, guess what? Your account is going to look broke just as well. So let's just go into what is a broke mindset in trading.
That's trading without a plan.
You're just jumping into things. You see a candle pop, you jump in, you don't know what your entry, your stop loss, your take profit is. That's crazy. You don't have no type of setup.
Yeah, it's just all about panic for them. Like you're trading because, hey, you see a red candle and you're ready to get out the trade, but did it hit your stop loss? Why are you panicking? If you have a plan, you wouldn't panic at all. You would be like, all right, I'm expecting some type of pullback. I'm expecting some type of push before I actually see what's supposed to happen for me in the market.
Correct. And also needing to get it back today. You know, we talk about this very often.
That revenge trading.
Man, that thing will get y'all. I'm telling you, sometimes you feel like, oh no, I'm strong, I'm disciplined. That's not going to happen. But you cannot fix a bad morning by just jumping back into a trade, trying to get your money back. It's going to make your day even worse. Trust me from experience.
Yeah. At that point, you need to step away. No matter what. I always talk about this. If you have a losing trade, all right, cool. Your first trade is a losing trade. All right, cool. You know, your second trade is a losing trade. Maybe you need to take a walk around the computer, take a walk around the office or something. But if you lose for the third time, you need to get up and walk away.
Sure, I wouldn't even let it go to the third time, to be honest with you. I'm just keeping it real. Two is it? That would have got me mentally as well. So I was going to step away regardless of that. But also, this type of mindset, you're really treating every alert like it's your last chance, like you got no other opportunity in the market.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not good. You shouldn't be doing that.
Listen, there's always an opportunity in the market.
Always.
No matter what.
On all time frames.
Every single day, there's an opportunity in the market for you to make money, right? People keep on chasing because they see something on TikTok, they see something on Facebook, on Twitter, whatever it is. And they feel like because this person make this amount or this is pumping right now, they need to go chase. And the thing is, there's always an opportunity in the market. Don't feel like you're missing out or chasing anything.
Another bad habit, I would say, is always comparing yourselves to other people in your groups, other people that you see online. That is the most detrimental, right? That little thief right there will take your joy because you could never be satisfied where you are. You have to remember that everybody starts at the bottom. You're not the only one. We all started at some point. You have to build that up step by step.
But you cannot let what somebody posts have control over you.
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, you're always going to feel some type of way when you're trading. The confidence is going to go away because even if you have a great day, once you look at somebody else's post and you saw that they made more money than you or they got more pissed than you or, you know, like you automatically put yourself down and you're taking away what you've just accomplished.
That is not wealth energy, guys. That is survival energy. And we're not putting that out there. What you put out is what you receive. I'm a true believer in stuff like that. So you got to switch your mindset. So let's talk about how broke mindset shows up in real behaviors. Because when you're in a trade that you do not understand is where you really get clapped, right? We got to stop taking signals, alerts, and things of that nature and not understanding why we're getting into certain things.
If I ask somebody why they're in a trade and they can't tell me why, you can't tell me why you entered a
Mm,
trade, you can't tell me what's your exit on the trade, what's your stop loss on the trade, then why are you in the trade?
yeah.
Like plain and simple, why are you in the trade? You have to know why you're getting in the trade.
Sometimes people also will adjust their stop loss to make them feel good, right? They adjust their stop loss because they believe it's gonna come back.
It's gonna
Oh,
come
I
back.
promise it's
It's
gonna
gonna
come
it's
back.
gonna
It's
come
gonna
back
come back.
until it hit past their stop loss, and then it start coming back down, and now they're praying and begging. Instead of losing, probably 50%, but instead of losing 50%, now they're down 80%, and now
Yeah,
they're begging that, "Yo, just go back to
yeah.
50%. I'll take a 50% loss," right?
That's not conviction. That's hope, right? That's not it, guys.
Yeah.
Another feeling that you might experience, and let us know if you're feeling any of this, is that you size up too big. You
Mhm,
ain't ready for that level.
mhm.
You size up too big and you try to hurry up to change your life in 1 week
Yeah.
instead of giving yourself time to progress and deciding, okay, am I ready now? After looking over the week or the month, am I ready to size up? You guys want instant results right away.
I'll tell you something. Anytime you get in a trade and if your
Mm-hmm.
heart start beating too fast,
Woo.
that means something is wrong with the trade. It's either you don't understand why you're in the
Mm-hmm.
trade, it's either you're over leveraged in the trade,
That part.
or yeah, over leverage,
Yeah.
right?
That's what it is.
It's
You're too
gonna be those
happy.
two. It's gonna be those two. Anytime you have that heartbeat, like like you can't breathe, like don't say nothing, shut up.
Everybody be quiet.
You're over leveraging the trade and you're not going to be comfortable. You're just going to be stuck right there, and a little pop in the direction that you don't want it to go
Mhm.
in, and you're going to freak out. So, one of the things that you want to make sure is proper risk management when you're trading, but know why you're getting in trades and don't over leverage. It's the sense that, yeah, sometimes it takes one trade to change your life.
It does take.
Sometimes it takes one trade to get that ha ha moment.
Look at QCOM hit 1,000%.
Yeah.
Hit 1,000%. What was
Yes.
yesterday's trade?
Yesterday's trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday's trade went up 1,000%. Now, did I get 1,000%? No, I didn't get 1,000%. You know, I took 70% in 2 minutes.
Some people took 200.
Some people took 200.
Yeah.
But the whole fact is sometimes one trade can change how you feel about trading and just give you that haha moment. It could be a situation where you do a swing trade overnight, you wake up the next morning, that trade is up 40, $50, and now you're coming into some
Yeah.
serious cash. But at the end of the day, you have to know why you're getting in those type of trades, right? You're not second guessing. You're not just jumping in there. You're not over leveraging. You're knowing why you're getting in those trades.
And another real behavior that we're seeing is that you're scared to sit on cash, right? You feel like unless you're in a trade, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
You always want to feel like you're doing something. So you want to put your money in everything. Sometimes it's okay to not be in a trade. If you miss the trade, you miss the trade. You still have capital to trade another day. You don't always have to feel like you're in it. Not
Yeah.
every day you have to trade. Some people want to be day traders, some people want to be swing traders, but not every opportunity you have to get in. If you made 2 profitable trades for the day, sit on your hands. You
Yeah.
don't have to take a third and a
Don't have
fourth
it. Nope.
trade
Nope.
because you see everybody else getting it. If you're satisfied with your percentage or the amount of money that you made today, say, I'm okay. Step away from the computer. That's the best thing I can tell you. Step away, breathe, go do something. Because if you sit at the computer and you continue to watch, you're eventually going to get clapped.
Yeah. Fact. Like you have to just make sure that when you're trading, if you're comfortable with your profit, don't chase.
Yeah.
If you're sitting on cash and you didn't trade for the day, it's okay. There's gonna be
Yes.
another opportunity. Sometimes your alert may go off and the trade run right away. By the time you get to the chart, it already moved $3, $4. It's okay. There's gonna be another trade another day. You still won because you didn't lose any money. Now you observe the market and you see what happened. Use it
Yep.
always as a tool to get better. You working on you instead of, man, I missed out on something, because guess what? The trade could have went the other way when you get in, and now you could have lost money instead of making money.
Yeah. So another one is praying while you in the trade, right?
That's never good.
Listen, pray before you trade. Okay. You should not be praying in the middle of your trade because instead of executing the plan that you need to be doing, That's letting me know that you're begging the charts instead of managing your positions,
Yeah.
right? We already know once that start happening, man, you in bad shape already.
Yeah.
Off rip, you in bad shape.
Yeah. It's like you praying to the what? Child gods.
You start praying to God, trying to just like, Lord, just get me out of this trade. I promise I won't get back in this trade
Oh,
again.
oh,
But you were already doing what you weren't supposed to, because if that already happens, you didn't either the trade was invalidated, you got in, you went into heavy. You don't need to do that. And I also don't want you guys beating up yourselves. If you've experienced this, be honest about it. Just say, you know what? That's me. That's what I'm going through now, because honesty is where we could start to shift from here.
honesty is where you could say, did I do wrong?
Yeah.
But if you don't do that, that's why journaling is always good, because when you're honest with yourself, you could make adjustments. But if you can't make those adjustments, then you're always going to make the same mistakes over. So it's best if you be honest with yourself. If you lose or if you mess up, tell yourself you mess up, but you can't keep on messing up on the same thing over and over. You have to
Because
be,
you're not documenting it.
yeah,
You're not seeing where you're falling short. Journaling isn't only about when times are bad, it's also about when times are good. So it's letting you know this particular strategy works. This time frame works for me. I feel this certain type of way. Journaling is very important. If you do not have a journal, I need you to get one. Either you go get one or you can get ours if you want to support. It's called Married to the Markets. It's a 100-day journal. It's in the description or in our bio. It's 100 days, because we are traders just as well. So we know what to look out for, what we should be documenting. And it's very important. If you're not doing that, you're missing a crucial point in your journey. That's where things really shifted for me personally, is when I started documenting, because now you can fix things that you see. If you
yeah.
don't see it, you can't fix your mistakes.
So now you could go in the trade with a plan. I always say in my videos, plan your trades and trade your
Your
plan,
plan, you always say that.
right? You can't plan your trades if you don't know what you're messing up on. You can't execute on a trade if you know that you keep jumping in the trade too early.
We wanted to take a quick break and say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Did you know that 80% of the people that are watching this video are not subscribed? And you might be one of those people just as well. And if you are, do us a favor and click that subscribe button and join us on this journey. Watching this video, that means you might be interested in options trading. I'm not sure if this is for you, but I wanted to let you know that George and I have a 6-week mentorship called Married to the Markets. We'll be teaching you everything about options trading and holding your hand throughout this process. If that sounds like something that you would be interested in, make sure you pause this video and check the description, because we're going to be putting all the information that you need and to see if you're qualified for this. So if this is something that you want, we would love to have you guys in the Married to the Market family. So guys, let's go ahead and jump back into the video.
Know when you're going to execute that trade. Did it hit your level for you to get in? Did it hit your target? If it hit your target, why are you still holding on for it to go even further? Like if you want to hold runners, fine, but make sure you have a trailing stop in place at that point. But if it hit your stop loss or it's coming up to your stop loss, why are you choosing to move it? That's part of the plan.
That wasn't the plan.
Trade your plan that you have.
All right, so now let's get into the fun stuff, right? How wealthy traders actually move. We understand the broke mindset. We're trying to get rid of that, right? Now we need to have a shift. We need that shift, y'all. This is
Yeah.
the only way for you guys to level up. We need to know that wealthy traders do not chase, they wait. When you wait, the trade will come to you. When you wait and you follow your plan,
Mhm.
you know where your entry is.
Yeah,
You
because
know where certain things
the thing
are.
is, you don't care if the move miss you. You're always gonna have another setup.
Correct.
But if you're chasing, that's why we say never chase, because if you chase, you're gonna get clapped. But if you wait, if the move happened without you, all right, cool. The move happened without me. What's the next move that's gonna happen?
Yeah.
And you look out for that next. You prepare for that next move, and then you execute on that next.
I love it, baby. When you have that scarcity mindset, you are only thinking that this is the only move. But we know when we think from abundance, we're just waiting for the right setup and it's going to come. Like today, we waited on CoreWeave. CoreWeave came, the alert.
Mhm.
We had a plan on it. Everybody took profit at, TP1. It was a good thing that we did take profit there,
Yeah.
right? That was our plan. That is having a wealthy mindset, not sweating and thinking and praying. We're waiting for the trade to come to us and we're executing in a calm manner.
Next thing is wealthy traders use their capital. They think of their capital and protect their capital like it's safe.
Correct.
So the thing is, if you have capital, you can always trade.
Mhm.
When you lose your money, can you trade again?
Yeah.
If you move your stop loss and then you say, listen, you know what? I'm going to see if it bounced back here. So I'm going to remove my stop loss from where it is. So now you end up losing a lot more than you should.
Mhm.
That capital you could have traded with is now gone. So the importance is learning how to protect your capital to begin with. It's not every trade that you should go in. If that trade come in and it's what you have as far as a setup and it actually triggered, then take the trade.
Yeah.
But if something pops up, somebody call you or you see a tweet and all of a sudden you're jumping in a trade, then you're not really protecting your capital as you should.
Yeah. See, the broke mindset is how much can I make right now? The wealthy mindset is how long can I stay in this? Everybody wants to make trading a career, but very few can do it. And the reason why is because of mindset. Yes, all the factors, risk management, all of that really matters, but it's where you are mentally that is stopping you from getting to that next level. I'm telling you, because we've all been there. So until you understand the abundance that's coming and how that works, you're going to be in a space of lack and trade like that. And you will never get to that next level to unlock until you make this shift. That's why it's very important that you watch videos like this and podcasts so you can start to reframe your mindset and elevate.
It's like if I ask somebody why they're in a trade and
Yeah.
they're telling me that, oh, I'm in a trade because I saw it on TikTok and
Oh,
they say it's
Jesus.
gonna run, then nah, that's not the
It's not
wealthy mindset.
trading.
That's not the mindset that's gonna make you profitable and successful. You have to make sure that you're studying, putting your time in the charts.
Yeah.
What strategy are you trading off of? Not every strategy. I always say this: every strategy work.
Yeah.
You have to be patient to wait for that strategy and the setup. If not, you're forcing trades. Wait on your strategy. Once you see that strategy comes up, once you see the setup comes up, then you take your trade.
Mhm.
But don't run in a trade or get in a trade because you see somebody post on TikTok, oh, this is going to happen to this stock because this just happened.
Yeah.
You're running in a trade and you're taking your hard earned money that you just
Throwing away.
worked hard for based on what somebody just said on TikTok
Correct.
or on social media.
Yeah. See, wealthy traders don't trade from reactions. They control their emotions, right? One little red candle is not going to pull out their whole soul because they understand how the market moves. The market fluctuates. You can't expect the trade to just continue all the way up without having pullbacks. You have to let the trade breathe. A lot of people are losing because they're not buying enough time on their contracts to allow this to play out. You're not managing your breathing. You're not thinking logically. You're just panicking on every little pullback. You could tell the difference between the broke mindset and the wealthy mindset, even on our calls.
That used to have to happen to me when I first started
Of
out,
course, it
right?
happens to
It's like
everybody.
the panic, right? Panic. Oh my God. All right, the pullback. And then you're moving your stop loss. Yes, that happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, you have to get out of that. When I'm trading right now, I trade from a sense of peace because
Absolutely.
I know where my stop loss
Yep.
is and I know where my take profit is. If someone is on my live call outs and I'm in a trade, if it pulls back, somebody, and this happened quite a few times where they'd be like, all right, so what happened? Where's the stop loss? Listen, my stop loss didn't hit. This is my stop loss. And they might be down 20%. Okay, you're down 20%. So what? My stop loss didn't hit. I'm not getting out my
Yeah.
trade, right? Because the trade didn't invalidate yet. The thing for some people don't understand where to get in and where to get out and where is their take profit. I understand there's certain structure that I get in and certain setups that I get in based on my trades. When I get in that trade, I automatically know where my stop loss
Yeah.
is. Sometimes people get in a trade and because they have a little pullback and they're down a certain dollar amount, automatically get out. And as soon as they get out, it popped back up. It's not that you was wrong, it's
Yeah.
that you're trading from a scared mentality.
Yeah.
You're trading scared instead of trading and know that yes, you will have pullbacks, but at the sense that, listen, when it pull back, there's a support level that it might go back to test before it continues up.
If you're shaking, you're sweating, your heart is beating, that is not freedom. We don't get here to have a heart attack
No,
because of trading.
no.
We're doing this for a reason. And a lot of people need to realize that every trade is not going to hit. Yes, there be trades. People get in 2 minutes profit. Yes, 15 minutes profit. You're going to lose some trade. And if you're not ready to lose some trade, this is not for you.
Yeah.
You can't expect every trade to hit. You can do everything right and the trade still fails. What can happen? A news can come out in the market, pull you back out, take out that structure, and then you have to take the L, right? Because it hit your stop loss. And you have to be okay with that. Even after you lose, you have to say in your reflection, did I do everything I was supposed to do?
Mm.
That's a wealthy mindset. Did I do everything I was supposed to do?
And if
If
you
the
did,
answer is yes, then be okay with your L.
be okay with your L. I love that because that's what we always do. Be like, all right, babe, like we lost on this trade.
Yeah, what was the reason?
And then
What
and then we'll
happened?
go over it, right? Did we enter the trade properly? Did you enter the trade properly? What was your setup? It was this. Well,
Okay.
okay, did it go up?
The question really comes down to is did you take your profit when
Yeah.
you was up? Because a lot of times it's greed. You tell yourself that this is where I'm going to get out, but then I want a little bit more. You start itching,
Hmm.
right? Because guess what? The last trade, you were able to get that little bit more because you pushed it. But guess what? This time that push ain't work out in your benefit. So
Yeah.
when you look back sometimes, you had opportunity several times to take profit, but you didn't. So
Mhm.
really it comes down on you. It's not necessarily that it's the trade, it's you sometimes.
Yeah.
And you as an individual, in order to have that wealthy mindset, is that you need to start peeping certain things from out,
Yep.
right? So I don't want anybody building wealth from panic, build wealth from peace, because that's just the way to do it. But I do have this a little bit different here today. I came up with some homework assignments that I want you guys to
Homework.
do. Yes, homework. You're probably like, girl,
You
this is
don't
a
think
whole podcast. Yes, it is. But in order for you to grow, you have to do certain things. You have to come outside of your comfort zone. And I want y'all to comment below and let me know if you actually did it. So the first thing I want for all the listeners today is I want you to look over your last 3 trades. If you don't journal, please just take the time to go over at least your last 3 trades that you've done. See what you did good, what you did bad, what you need improvement on, what emotions were you feeling at that time. Write it all down.
Mhm.
Did you take this from a confidence or a fear factor?
And then you
Straight
have
up.
to I think you have to be specific. What emotions were you feeling when you do it,
Correct.
right? Because if you're not telling every single part of the story, then something can get lost where you still end up making that same
Yeah.
mistake.
Why did you click buy? Why did you click sell? I need you to document all of that for a moment. I don't want you taking trades right now based on just the wrong mindset. I just want you to have a plan of attack for tomorrow. You still have money in your account, so you still can
Can
trade. The opportunities are definitely endless when it comes to options trading. Don't let anyone tell you that. It's not. Sometimes people will try to sway you from doing things that they had no success in. Be very careful who you tell your dreams to and
yeah.
who you tell what your goals are. Sometimes you got to do things in private and just build upon that because the negativity will drain you, will take you down,
Mhm.
right? So this is really a muscle memory. This is what trading is. You learn from, you touch the fire, you're like, ooh, I ain't
Yeah.
doing that
You're
again.
gonna get burned.
So you're gonna start changing. I want you guys to be disciplined. I want y'all to have new habits. You really have to break. Let's just really talk about this. You're not crazy. For all of you guys thinking, oh my gosh, I'm crazy. I'm going through all of this. You're not. You're not broken. You're just in a space of you're early. This is the beginning.
We all went through it.
Correct.
We all went through it. But the thing is, you don't have to go through the headache and stress like we did.
Yeah.
Because that's where mentorship comes in. Even with mentorship, it's going to help you to not get into the trouble that we did. But once you start off on your own, you're going to find that confidence level. And because of the mentorship will remind you, hey, when you get confident, hey, you might get reminded. You might get
That's a nice
reminded.
word. You might get
You
reminded
might
or
get
humbled.
reminded or humbled, right? But it's okay that you get humbled. Not every trade you're gonna win. When you're taking your trades, are you taking it from a space that your mental is right? Are you taking it from a space where you say, all
Yeah.
right, I had a plan and I stick to that plan? Are you taking it in a sense that, listen, I'm not over leveraged. I'm not revenge trading. I'm not chasing. This is not FOMO. This is what I've planned out. This is what I've looked at the charts I saw and I took the trade.
Guys, make sure you like this video, comment, share it, because George and I are very strong in building traders that are trading with structure, just a calm, being peace, a confidence. Like it's about having transformation. You need to
Mhm.
go from not even understanding a chart to be able to trade on your own. We're going to hold your hand throughout this process, but the whole thing is to teach you how to fish, to teach you how to go out and make money on a daily basis. If you're serious about that, I want you guys to lock in with us. That's why we're telling you to follow this page.
Yeah.
We have a whole playlist called Married to the Markets. There's probably like 20 something videos right now. Go back, watch the videos because it's going to help you with mindset and figuring out yourself and how we teach, see if we're a right fit for you. If you are, go ahead and book a call.
Yeah.
You got to qualify for this. We work with a lot of high net worth individuals who have excess funds to know where to park their money, what to do. Yes, 90% of the people are working a 9 to 5, and that's fine because we don't trade all day.
I just want people to know that they should start acting like I want you to start acting
Yes,
like you belong here.
because you
There's
do.
it's you have to know that. Yes, there's going to be trials. Yes, there's going to be challenges. Yes, there's going to be adversities.
Yeah.
That's why we always say, listen, the best of us will have a day that we lose a trade. But are we going to, you know,
Let that take us
let that
down?
take? No, you can't.
No.
You can't because you know that, hey, did you follow everything you were supposed to? Yes, we did. And then it happened anyway. So either way, you belong. You just have to know that you can do it. A lot of people, they let people talk them out of it. A lot of people will say, listen, I'm not good enough, or I don't think
You're
I can
speaking
do it.
that into existence.
You're talking yourself out of something that could be a blessing to you and your family. But you have to know that you belong. And I'm telling you right now that you belong.
Correct. So no more broke mindset. We are on a wealthy mindset now. So you know what the bad habits are. You've learned how to adjust that, how to think from abundance, and you understand the importance of having mentorship and having the right guidance. So, I mean, really, guys, this was a really good, impactful podcast episode. I definitely want you guys to share, comment, like. But other than that, we got to see you guys in the next episode.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.